Let's welcome our host, Erica Wilson.
Great day, everyone. We're here live today with the girl Erica Wilson that it had to happen for our Thankful Thursdays. And tonight's topic is how did it work for my good? And man, do I have a treat for you all on tonight. This young lady, she is a four-timer here at It Had to Happen, but she also has a very special place in my heart. We're usually on here talking about the very bad, it that she had to endure, but we're going to show you something very, very special on tonight, especially with so much that's going on in the world today. We want to show some type of love, put some love in the atmosphere, okay? Not only that, young Black love at that. So without further ado, let me introduce to some and present to others the Sineath. Welcome.
Hi.
Hello.
Oh my God, it's such an honor to sit here with you both on tonight. And as I mentioned while I was introducing you both, I want to just go ahead and display love. I have the honor, like I said, sitting here with you both and just to see you both smiling, you both glowing. I mean, it's such a beautiful thing because sometimes in life we have to go through the bads to get to the goods, right?
Yes, ma'am.
So if you can, we're going to start with husband first. So husband, can you tell us a little bit about yourself?
My name is Daniel Sineath. I'm a retired Army vet, amateur MMA fighter, part-time streamer and bowler, and the head of household for my household and full-time girl dad.
That's a beautiful thing. First of all, I would like to say salute and thank you for your service. Thank you so very much for your service. But I'll beat you in bowling at any time. You don't want this pressure.
You can try.
That's all right, though. So we will now have the honor of hearing from Mrs. Sineath.
Hi everybody. I'm Nakesa Sineath. I'm so excited because for 26 years I was a Barnhill. Finally changed that last name. Thanks to him. I am a mom, a wife, a author, a inspirational speaker, an activist, a trailblazer, creator of a holiday, and other things to be added soon.
Well, that's a lot of hats to wear. It's definitely a lot of hats to wear. So our topic on tonight is is how did it work for my good? And see, a lot of times when the it transpires in our life, we don't know why the it is happening. We just know that it's something that we have to go through, right? That trial, that tribulation, whatever it may be. And some may look at us and say, well, how could you say, I'm going to go with you, Nakesa, first. How can you say that it, with her son being murdered, had to happen? It may sound so insensitive, but I hope that you don't take it that way, because any it's that happen, transpire in our life, we look at God and sometimes we say, well, dog, like how or why, but even though that transpired in your life, I'm telling you, it put a fire in you. And that's one of the things I love. And I see that every single day you go hard for Amari Bonhill. And if you don't know who Amari Bonhill is, I will have Nakesa tell us a little bit about who is Amari Bonhill, because his name still needs to be heard.
Yes. And so Amari Rayshawn Barnhill was my eldest born son, and he would have been 10 going on 11 at the end of this year. He was brutally unalived by his father, his biological father, beating him to death on November 11th, 2015. I was 19 years old when I had to bury my eldest born son. And yes, I never take any offense when I with participating in the show of my it and understanding that it had to happen because um, I've always had a plan and different things for dynamics and stuff in my life, but God had the plan. And so it was literally where co-parenting dynamic, teen mom, struggling, trying to figure out life, figure out myself. Um, I was even going to like just have a 9 to 5 job, not really pursue my passion because my passion's always been writing. However, with Amari passing away, it invoked a fire in me and a passion to be able to understand this situation, what happened. Yes, it hurts, but it did put that fire in me to be able to continue to pursue my passion and not worry about um, the money exchanging hands because it'll reach what it's supposed to reach. God will cover me and have it work out for my good, and having it to breaking cycles, learning from my mistakes and continuing to grow and evolve as a person, woman, because I'm still a mother, even though he passed away. Because also Ella was 2 months old at the time. So I never had a period of not being a mother. So it's continued to elevate me and challenge me and make me reach to certain parts of me that I didn't even know were in me.
I mean, pretty much that would I get so stuck every time we talk about it though, but knowing that you had not just that it, but you also dealt with another it. However, it's like, okay, I'm 19 years old. I have to bury my son. I have a 2-month-old baby. I'm sure your emotions was all over the place. You didn't know what to think, what to do. But then though, did you ever experience postpartum after having
Yes.
Ella? You did. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Okay, so now you're burying your child, you have a 2-month-old daughter, and you're dealing with postpartum and the death of your son, right? And then not only that, by the hands of his own father. So one of the things here, it had to happen. We like to talk about my journey, my pain, my purpose. And I jumped into the pain first because I don't like to stay stuck on the pain because we want to tell people how to try to get over and what worked for you so you could be a kind of a beacon of light for them. So now we heard your first it. We're going to jump over to the Mr. here. So, Mr. Sineath, can you tell us if there was ever a time where you had to just depend on God and say, God, I can't do this? What was your it that you had to experience?
I actually have a lot of it's, but I would say the most recent, the one that pushed me to kind of pursue my passions and stuff would be when I was dealing with my divorce, I guess, and realizing that I was getting out of the military for medical reasons, and my family was like breaking up pretty much. And so I attempted to take my life because I thought that would just be the easier route for my daughter. And then, so that pretty much when seeing my daughter in the hospital with me and me having to explain to her that daddy's sick, and her like kissing my scars from previous attempts, that kind of pushed me to be like, you know what, I'm gonna actually be here. I took a step away from religion when I was in my previous marriage, um, and then uh, I started kind of praying here and there. I wouldn't say I was praying as much as I do now, and talking to God and actually going to church and everything like that. I prayed here and there, and I was kind of just asking, if I could be guided down the paths that I'm supposed to take, and do I have am I supposed to be here, pretty much.
Whoa, my God. But God definitely had a plan for you. You're still here.
Yes, ma'am.
You're still here. And just to hear, Dylan, you say you were in the military, you was getting ready to be released because of medical reasons. And here it is. Now I got to deal with a divorce. Not only a divorce, I have a child that's involved, and I'm sure, girls with their dads, they're just over the top, right? But here it is now. I'm losing my wife. I'm losing, the career. That you didn't really lose the career, but you just was getting out for medical reasons, and
Yes,
it just felt like everything came crashing down on you to the point where you say, "Well, I just don't want to live anymore." And see, this is one of the things that I had a mental health coach on here the other day, and this is one of the things that we didn't talk about back in the days, like mental health. That was something that you was kind of ashamed of, right? So you
yes,
really didn't talk about this. So just to hear what you're saying, you attempted to, so you ended up in the hospital behind this?
yes, ma'am.
Jesus.
And it was just hard trying to explain to a 5-year-old, why daddy's in the hospital, and she was fine.
Wow.
To be safe.
What is wrong with Nakesa's face?
She's asking.
Calculating the age.
She was trying to do the math.
Oh, because her face said it all.
I messed up. She was 4, not 5. But trying to still explain to, she was about to, she was 4 the last time I was in the hospital. And so trying to explain to a 4-year-old why daddy's in the hospital with, wires, because I had to get like a heart test pretty much to make sure I was okay.
Wow. My God. Y'all have me. I'm stuck.
And he's younger than me.
That's only the
It's still, I count it.
No, I'm saying that what I explained, that's only like the tip of the iceberg.
Well, I'll tell you what, don't tell most of it, because you're going to come back on IH2H by yourself.
By yourself. You can do it. You got this.
You're going to come back by yourself. This is a story. Let me tell you something. Anytime God has delivered you the way that he did, you need to tell it. You need to testify. I don't care if you don't come on IH2H. I just think this is a great platform, and God is doing his thing. And Nakesa is my daughter from another. However, now you're my son from another. But the thing is, people need to hear. It is so much mental health going on. Mental illness going on, and people don't even realize that they're even dealing with some of it until it get too bad. Or people don't even realize that someone is going through it so bad until they do an attempt like you. Look at the guy from Ellen DeGeneres show. Took his life. He have all those babies and a wife.
Yeah.
He probably displayed symptoms, but no one never picked him up. Yeah. So to hear that you're here. And I'm even sensing that it's not even the first time you did it.
Yeah.
No, it's not the first time that you did it. However, you're still here. So yes, we talked about our its, right? Nakesa spoke about hers. You spoke about yours. But now we're going to find out, how did it work? No, because I have to go back to, because Nakesa also had another it to transpire. And we're going to get to the good part after we found out what is Nakesa's other it. So we found out about her son, Mr. Amari Bonhill, the late Amari Bonhill. And we heard about yours, your divorce. You're trying to attempt to commit suicide, but God, so now we're going to hear, what is Nakesa's other it that she have going on here?
Okay, so mine is one that was an extensive period of time. Because the last time that I was on, I was still legally married to my previous husband. And I am officially divorced and officially remarried to my wonderful husband. So that was literally almost a 4-year process of talking about it, going through it, 3 divorces filed in 3 different states. It was just a whole lot. And during all of that, raising my daughter as a married single mom, because he didn't live in the same state.
Wait, you say 3 different, how is that possible?
Yeah, he filed, well, his now wife filed for our divorces, and they filed for the state that he was living in, which was California. Then he filed one in Georgia, which that one wasn't even legal. It was one piece of paper. And then finally I got served in Florida, which is where our daughter and I lived, which is where the actual divorce is final. So yeah, it was a whole crazy process.
Oh, okay. Wow.
Yeah.
So as we can see, the sinus really had a couple of it's that transpire in their life, but they're still here and they have something so wonderful to share with you all. But before we jump into the good stuff, I want to go ahead and show the last time that you were here, because you did tell them on the last show to stay tuned, didn't you?
Yes.
All right. So we're going to go ahead and see what you talked about on the last show.
For online women's accessories and clothing, apparel. And I actually just closed out my business out in Florida. And now, since I have relocated, I have now started up my business and still getting a couple things straight, but it's official in my new state and everything is just moving along nicely in that regard. I do have my nonprofit still operating in Jacksonville, Florida, as well as my new state. I'm not going to technically reveal it to y'all yet, but yeah, y'all can stay tuned if y'all want to know a little bit more about your girl. You're going to have to stay tuned. Not giving out all the juicy details yet.
Well, alrighty then. And she's back for the 4th time to reveal what is her secret. So you could go ahead and tell us about your big secret.
So I have relocated to Virginia. I no longer live in Jacksonville, Florida. I was there for 26 years. And now embarking on year 27, I am living in the home with my husband for the first time forever. And I'm excited. I'm happy. I'm married, remarried, and yay, I'm a newlywed.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
See, guys, I already knew. I got first dibs, okay? So I already knew, but I was not letting the cat out the bag, okay? So I'm so excited for you both being a divorcee and now remarrying. And not to say that they were bad people. We're not going to say that. It's just that you had to go through a little something to find your person, basically, because at the time we'll think that this is our person at the time, and God will show us like, no, no. But I want you guys to tell us, our superstar Shannon, she says, congratulations. Oh my God. So if you can, now I'm going to get all of y'all business, because now this is the part that I don't know too much about. I knew about you, but I want to find out, how did you guys meet and how did that go?
You're going to take this one?
Sure. So we met on TikTok. I saw a video. I was just scrolling one day and saw a video of her saying that she needed just a friend.
To be friends.
Yeah,
long distance friends.
She was asking for long distance friends, and like just a friend, like, because some people will be like, oh, I'm looking for friends, and then they're like, they get their inbox flooded full of people like being like trying to date them and stuff like that. So I came to her like just actually as a friend, like just trying to get to know her on like an actual just platonic friend level. Like I was going through a divorce, so I wasn't looking to I wasn't looking to date nobody. I wasn't looking for any of that. And then so I messaged her on Instagram
On the anniversary of Amari's passing.
Really?
It was so wild. I literally had to scroll through to look back, and I saw the date. I was like, oh my gosh. And I responded. That was God himself.
Oh my God. So tell me this, how shortly after, first of all, how long did you stay in the hospital?
When I attempted,
Yeah.
it was in June.
So it was like a couple of days or week?
I stayed in there for like a week and a half.
Okay, so you stayed in there a week and a half, and then now you're coming home, and you're just going through just the emotions of now it's real. It's really, it's getting real. And
Yeah,
here it is.
she had moved out the time I was in the hospital. She was on dating apps. She actually matched with one of my friends on a dating app. So, and my friend, being a good friend that he is, sent me the screenshot and everything. So, you know.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
So you get onto this TikTok and you see Miss Nakesa saying that she just want to, you know, a friend, a long distance friendship or whatever. And when you see this beauty come across this page, you mean to tell me, Daniel, you wasn't even thinking like, I'm going to make her mine. It was just platonic.
Yeah, I don't know. Something was like, she just actually needs a friend.
Wow.
And at the time I was like,
I
need it. I mean, I have friends, like I have family who I've made for myself through the military and just knowing them for years. And, you know, they know that I, you know, was dealing with things, but they didn't know how severe because I'm not good at expressing emotions. So when I saw her, I was just like, she looks like she actually needs a friend. And then, so when I messaged her, she told me to Google her. And so when I Googled her and I read about her story, you know, me, it being in the shoes of Amari when I was younger, growing up.
Oh, Jesus.
I was like, she actually just genuinely needs a friend. So I was like,
So you basically saw some of you in her.
yeah.
Gee whiz. Oh my God. Wow. Ooh. No, I'm trying to hold back too. I mean, because this here is a true love story. And I'm not saying it just because you guys are here before me, but this is definitely something that had to happen. You know, the it's not always bad. You know what I'm saying? We don't always have to look at the it being a bad thing. You know, the it had to happen. You guys both had to go through something in your past and to find each other, and then not just to find each other, but to comfort one another, you know. And you said something so perfect. You said that you're not a person that know how to express your feelings. You see what I'm saying? So it's a lot of people like you that's walking around, you know, versus to Nakesa. And I think that's where the balance come in at. Nakesa's very good at expressing her feelings. Daniel, sometimes I had to get on her butt. You understand me?
I tell her that all the time. I'll be like, girl, you can't tell everybody everything about everything.
Right. Oh my God. Look, she know I'll get her. Take it down.
I have to reel her back in because
so that's the thing. You guys balance one another. So the thing is, kind of mellow, and she could go from 0 to 100 real quick. You know, she even called herself getting mad with me one time and leaving, and I didn't know where she was at. But yeah, I'm calling you out on here. Yes, I am. And it was because I loved her. You understand? She couldn't take, she was like a daughter to me. So I'm going to be hard on your butt too. You know, but to God be the glory. She knew I meant well, and we joined back. You know what I'm saying? And she never, when we came back, we never even spoke about it. You understand? So she's a very good person, but she's a person that wear her feelings. So she had to find a person like you to say, okay, baby, bring it down, bring it down. So, and that's what I'm saying. The thing, it had to happen. So you get on this TikTok. So TikTok is not bad after all. I don't know why they're trying to get rid of it. You know,
literally, it's fun.
Right. So here it is, Nakesa. You get this inbox, and here it is. You say, I know my daughter. She's like, this a looker right here. She had a listen. I'm telling you, I know her. So Nakesa, you get this inbox and tell me what it was like once you got that inbox.
Honestly, I kind of almost missed it. Because I had so many others where he, like you were saying, were people wanting to not actually be your friend, but trying to pursue something. So scrolling through and ignoring those, I actually saw his, and like when somebody messaged me and I don't know who it is, I click on like your profile and like everything that they got on there. If it's public, if it's private, I pretty much don't answer anyway. But if it's public, I'll go through it and be like, oh, okay. This. And then when I saw like him with fighting, being retired military, that was the first thing that piqued my interest in like, wait, retired? And you look so young. How'd that happen? So he definitely had my interest and curiosity piqued. So then I responded and was like, hi, okay, yeah. But I was definitely out of it because I didn't even realize the time frame that I responded, because I literally still responded on the day that he messaged me, which was the anniversary of Amari's passing. So that was 1 year that I was feeling up, which when thinking about it in the last couple of years, I didn't think that was possible, but it was apparently.
So Daniel, let me ask you this, because you know she could get that little baby voice to going. So when you guys exchanged numbers and you got on the phone, did she say hello?
Yes, that's exactly what she did. That's exactly what she did. She was acting shy. I had just came from.
It wasn't an act. It was. It's who you get to know me.
I had just came from spending time with my daughter, and so she had called me, and we just stayed on the phone for like maybe like 2 or 3 hours, just talking.
Probably more.
Yeah,
we were on the phone heavy.
No, that was when we started. No, yeah.
No, because even like a couple days after that,
yeah. This is so cute.
We would just stay on the phone and just talk
then it
about
went to
everything.
FaceTime, and we never would basically hang up. We would go to sleep on the phone, everything.
Wow, so you guys did some junior high stuff. That's what you did.
Yes, ma'am.
Indeed.
It definitely did.
Oh my God. So here it is.
So far away.
Oh, she said he was so far away. So your thing was, oh, I'm going to make your mind. And then your thing was, okay, we're just going to be friends.
No, it was because of him being so far away. Like, it was the constant talking. Eventually, we both came to the decision, like, we was going to pursue each other. But he came to it first. But, like, with him being so far away, it's like, I can call my friends, but I also can pop up on them, go hang out with them. But with him, that was a 10-hour drive. I ain't popping up to nowhere.
Okay, so now we got the phone calls going. So now we're falling asleep on the phone. We're talking every day. You know, we're telling each other about each other. We're just getting to, know each other and learn each other, basically. And here it is. There come a time where you just like, okay, this phone's not working. I need to see you. Tell me, how did that day go?
So actually, it was first where on his birthday, he made his girlfriend over the phone.
We were FaceTiming.
Yes, but I'm saying like that happened first, and then that's when we were like, we need to make sure to go ahead and be able to see each other, because that was in January.
No, she's asking
so
about
February.
When did the FaceTime start?
She wasn't asking when the FaceTime started.
She did. She said.
She said after the FaceTime.
No, she said. So we got on.
Can you tell us what you said?
After. I said we did you did the calls. You was falling asleep on the phone. So tell me what it was like when you guys said, okay, now it's time to see each other.
In person or on FaceTime?
No, she said after the FaceTime.
Oh,
that's
person.
what
That's
what I've been explaining.
Okay.
So In January, while we were still on FaceTime, he did a date proposal where he sent me an edible arrangement, a bear, flowers, and different stuff, making me his girlfriend with a little card of like, "Will you be my girlfriend?" And we were FaceTiming, so I answered that. Yes, he applied pressure on his own birthday. I was like, "Okay, you a real one."
Wait, no, but not just that. You know, because sometimes guys don't ask; they just assume. You know, yeah. But go ahead.
I love the consent part. Hallelujah, won't he do it? Won't he will? Then, so that was January 3rd. So then we were discussing. I apologize. So then we were like, we really need to see each other now that we're boyfriend and girlfriend. So he was like, okay.
So she could understand that I'm not a serial killer and just.
Yes, because that was a whole fight with my family. They were like, he's going to hurt you. He's not who you think he is. He's a catfish. It's too good to be true. You might not actually deserve something like this. So yeah, it was so cool.
I can attest to that because when she told me, I was like, I need to meet him.
Let me do that first.
I sure did, Daniel. I'm gonna tell you now. I'll say I need to meet him.
It's okay. Everyone thinks I just, you know, I mean, when I learned how to love myself, that's when I really started, you know, dressing fly and everything like that. So a lot of people get surprised when, you know, they saw me in person and whatnot. So.
But so then.
Wait, keyword real quick, Nakesa.
Mm-hmm.
That's something I definitely have to point out. He
the
said
self-love.
when he learned to love himself. You see, a lot of times what we try and do, we try to love others before we love ourselves. And that's probably how a relationship fails. Because, you know, at the end of the day, you have to love you and do for you because you're no good for anybody else if you don't do that. However, the it's had to happen. And now she's here with this beautiful love story. And today, you know, I just love because all this week it's been kind of heavy. But just to sit here and see the two of you and in love, and even our superstar said her glow is everything. It is. It really is.
Thank
you. Know, yes, we do. Even in the pictures that you sent me, Nakesa, I just sat there and I just looked at the pictures and I just was like, oh, wow, she did it. Like, you know, because I know my daughter from another, I know her. But the thing is, just to see that you both, look how God worked it out. You both have daughters. And now she has her, Ella Bella has her a sibling. And what's my other granddaughter name?
Sophia.
Sophia has her a sibling, you know, and Ella
only 2 years apart.
And I was going to say, so Ella is the big sister, you know, and she said, I'll share with Sophia. You know, but just to know that you came in and you stepped in, you not just entered Nakesa's life, you entered Ella's life as well. You accepted her as a package, as a whole. You did not just
even doing homework on FaceTime with her when we were dating.
She asked me, can she call me dad?
Took both of us by surprise. I was like, wait, no, we didn't rehearse this. I'm sorry. I hung up on him. I was scared.
And then she just came out of nowhere and asked that.
Nakesa was taking her to school and she was like, Mr. Daniel, can I call you dad? And I was like, and so she hung up like she said, and then I called back and I was like, let me talk to her. And I was like, of course, baby. I was like, whatever you want to call me. I was like,
Ella didn't run it past me, didn't give me no heads up, nothing. I was so shocked. Like, you ain't even asked me. Like,
Nakesa, you know she got it honest. She got it honest. You know, she just
she is her mother's child.
Hello, somebody. Yeah.
She is her mother's child. And so when she said,
so the thing is, okay, now we done the FaceTime, we done the dating. Like, how long did you guys date before you became girlfriend and boyfriend?
What was it? 3 months?
Oh, before I proposed.
The date proposal, yeah.
No, not proposal. We don't want to jump to the proposal yet. Just the girl.
Date proposal was 3 months.
The girl.
The date proposal was 3 months.
The date proposal was 3 months.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. So now 3 months has passed. And here it is. Now we're getting ready to see each other. How did that
And
happen?
that was so I like she said, I asked her to be my girlfriend on my birthday, which is January 3rd. She already done told y'all. She might as well told y'all my credit card number and stuff. But I'm joking.
That's my money. Don't say that.
So I asked her to be my
Listen,
girlfriend.
you don't want to tell me your credit card number because you better ask her. I love the shop.
So I asked her to be my girlfriend January 3rd, and then I paid for her a plane ticket February.
He flew me out, y'all.
What, you got flued out? Oh my
Valentine's Day weekend, I flew her out to come see me.
You know what's so funny when you guys just finished each other's sentence? Just this morning when I was on prayer call, the minister said, you know, because I'm single, and she was saying that God is going to send you a person that can finish your sentences. And just to see what you guys just did, I couldn't do nothing but laugh when you both just did. You know, it's so amazing. Okay, so now here it is. You flew her out. You guys.
Well, I sent her the money, and I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, because I get cheaper plane tickets.
I was like, she could just take my money and just disappear, and I was like, and I would be no, never mind. But I was like, no, I trust her because of just the bond and the friendship that we had with each other and whatnot. And I was like, I believe that she's gonna fly out, and she didn't talk to me the whole day of her flight. So I didn't know where she was. I didn't know if she actually even got on the plane. I didn't know anything.
Yeah, yes, you did, because I talked to you because my shoe broke.
Oh yeah, you had called me and told me.
That's why I called you. I was mad. I was hurt.
She broke her shoe at the airport. That's when
you broke her shoe. But listen, you broke your shoe because you didn't even call a man in the morning of to tell him that you was coming.
And
it was supposed to be a surprise.
So my ex-wife got our car repossessed.
The day I came out there because she knew I was coming out there.
So she had to get an Uber from the airport to the apartment complex and that I was staying in. And the Ubers all the time, they like get lost in the apartment complex. So she had to call me and like have me explain to the Uber driver where to go. But I didn't know I didn't know she made it or anything like that. She still didn't talk. She didn't let me know she landed or anything like that. So I didn't know how far away she was or anything like that. I didn't know when to get food, or I also didn't know that my car had got repossessed because I didn't go outside that day. So then, no, I did. I knew my car got repossessed because I seen it leaving the apartment complex, and so I was like, I can't go pick her up from the airport, so I sent her money to get an Uber, and and so then.
Y'all have a story, I tell you.
Yeah, so she made it to the apartment complex.
And didn't tell him when I was downstairs. I just called him for the instructions. And then I got off the phone with him, got the Uber driver helped me get everything out the car. I hobbled my way up the little stairs with my broken shoe, knocked on the door, and was like, hi! And he picked me up. I was like, oh crap, okay, this is real.
Oh my God. Whoa, listen. You guys had a whirl of events going on that day. You breaking your shoe, your car getting repossessed, but here it is. You guys made it happen. So you got into one.
I got to meet my bonus baby that day as well.
You did.
I wasn't supposed to meet her yet, but she dropped her off because she needed a mental health break, and so I got to meet her. I did her hair, and she fell in love with me the first day.
Oh my God. And I love what you said, bonus daughter, because I don't like that step thing.
No, we don't do step anything.
Right. Either it's your daughter or it's your bonus daughter. Right. I do not like that step thing.
I say daughter.
She says bonus baby.
Yeah, I say bonus baby for
both my kids.
Yeah.
Right.
I say bonus baby because I don't want to step on any toes. But yeah, that's my baby.
So you're being cautious. I
She
understand.
was. Now Sophia calls her mom and everything like that. So
Aw, listen, let me tell you guys, if you missed the beginning of the show, you missed their family. I think I want to go ahead and play the promotional video again because it's just so beautiful. So you guys can get a chance to see their beautiful family once. I mean, again, if you didn't see them in the beginning, just check this out. I mean, this is so beautiful. So beautiful. Oh my gosh. Woo! Beautiful family, guys. Beautiful family. Oh my gosh, I had to show. I never done that before, ever. But I just had to show everyone, you guys, beautiful family. I'm telling you, that's so amazing. And like I said in the beginning of the show, this is something that we definitely need to display a lot. Young love, black love, and then the way that you guys, came together, and after all the it's that transpired, and some it's they're still going to transpire. They're not going to be all bad. It's going to have good ones as well. However, you were being birthed for your now. So you're here now at 26 and 27 and
26.
26, here it is. You guys get a chance to do it over. So now you're on your second marriage and you think you found your person. And my God, both of you glowing. We said Nakesa was glowing, but I think both of you guys are glowing. I mean, so you guys are newlyweds right now. So tell me, how long did it take being girlfriend and boyfriend to become husband and wife?
Oh, it was all within the same year. It was all within the same year because I knew. Oh, listen.
It was 4 months from when he asked me from being boyfriend and girlfriend when he proposed.
Wait, take me to the proposal. Don't go there. Take me to the proposal.
Okay, so I'll explain. I don't normally talk, so when I start talking, I'll be like,
stop.
"Yeah, don't cut me off," because then I'm gonna
shut down.
Yeah. So after her flying out and meeting me in person and everything, the next week I went and got another car.
He did. He really did, and then came to Florida.
Yeah, so I was
every other weekend from that point.
I drove 10 hours. Me and Sophia, we hopped in the car and we rode down 10 hours. I stopped in North Carolina to see my family because that's where I'm from. So I went down there. I gave them the rundown like, oh, I'm about to go to Florida. I'm about to go see my girlfriend. And, so I was still in my process of going through my divorce. Because yeah, we both were. So I was still in that process. So my family was kind of like, you shouldn't be with anyone. Like, you're still technically legally married. And I was like, all right. So I drove down to Florida the first time, me and Sophia. We drove 10 hours, came down, seen Nakesa, hung out with Ella. We all, I took them to the trampoline park, and the girls just had so much fun with each other. They were like inseparable with each other as soon as we got down there. And me and Nakesa we had a good time. She took me to my first concert. and it was with one of my favorite artists because he's from North Carolina as well. And so she took me to go see that. That was my first concert I've ever been to. And we just had a blast. So every chance I got, I would drive down and come see her and hang out with her.
Which is basically every other weekend.
Yeah. And so one time I went down there, or I came down for her mother's her bereaved Mother's Day brunch that she held.
Okay.
And I came down for that, but I was there like the whole weekend pretty much. So I took her on a date Saturday because the brunch was on a Sunday. So I took her out on a date Saturday. We went to Red Lobster, and it was just a spontaneous date because me and her were just out running errands and stuff. And then I was like, let's go to eat. Red Lobster's right here. So we went to Red Lobster, and I paid, of course. And, she got her little to-go bag because she didn't eat it. And so we went back to her apartment, and she took a nap because we had an event that we were going to that night. So she went and took a nap. And while she went and took a nap, I was out. I went and bought a ring.
I went to my mama.
I went to her mom and asked her mom, can I marry her daughter?
No way.
Yes, ma'am.
And he had already had my stepdad's permission.
So
he had already asked him.
Oh my God.
So when she woke up from her nap, because after I
got dressed,
I'm not a very public person. I don't like to do things publicly. I have very bad social anxiety. So when she woke up from her nap, I just proposed to her. I was down on one knee and she was still wiping sleep out her eye, and I was like, I know what
what are you doing?
I was like, I know what I want, and I was like, I know that you're the person who I'm supposed to spend the rest of my life with, and I was like, will you marry me? And she said yes. And was distracted the whole day. She was giving me directions. We got lost.
Was sending pictures of my ring. And I was like, I looked up, where are you? You were supposed to tell me where I was supposed to turn. Oops, I forgot you're not from here.
I'm just riding around Jacksonville, don't know where I'm going.
Oh my gosh, she had you in Duval, not knowing where you're going. Oh my good. And Shannon said something that's so great too. She said, embrace and continue to date one another. Do not stop dating each other. That's so true. Because that's good. That is very, very good. And that's very good at advice, superstar. That is very, very good. But always
we have family date nights. I'll take them out. Sometimes I'll take just the girls out and let her stay at home and just rest and wind down and stuff. I'll take the girls out, taking them to movies, to bowling. I just want to show them that this is how you're supposed to be loved.
And family meetings where we check in with the girls, like how they're feeling, what's going on with them, and like marriage tune-ups and check-ins with each other, get temperature checks, because this is a forever thing. He gotta die.
Well, I guess you heard that there. You heard it had to happen.
I came up off my last name. That ain't happened for none other man. He got it.
Ooh, Mr. Daniel. Let me tell
He knows. He feels the same way. We gave years to them other people. Now that we learning and in the process of getting it right, we gonna stay for each other.
Wait a minute. Oh my God, that was too funny. You threw me off. But so now we're engaged.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm sorry.
Now we're engaged. You know that this is you want this as your you want her as your favorite person.
I told her before I asked her to be my girlfriend. I said, I know I'm gonna marry you.
Yeah.
Wow.
I told her on the phone, I said, I know I'm going to marry you because you're supposed to be in my life.
Wow. Okay, now this is my question to you both. We're married. I mean, we're engaged now. So we're deciding that we're definitely going to go ahead and do this. You got mom's approval, you got stepdad's approval, and you're ready to rock and roll. So tell me, how did you guys implement God into this? Because you said before, like you used to pray, but you kind of lost your way at one point. However, tell me, how did you guys? Because I see sometimes you go. I think you guys, I'll be seeing you at church when you have these church meetings. Tell me, how did you implement God into this marriage, and how did they go?
For
And
me,
what do you guys do? Because like I say, I see you sometimes in these meetings. So just, if you had a married couple on here, a newlywed couple, or maybe someone that's been married for years, they may want to, add God into their marriage. Tell them how to do it.
For me, it was a non-negotiable coming into this, and he was open to it, so that was very good, or something that made this process feasible. So he did have a prior relationship with God, but then he had like some unanswered questions and stuff with his past, and like trying to understand his its and moving forward with the process. But him saying my relationship with God made him rekindle his own. And it sparked, and in many ways, he surpassed me. Now that we go to church every Sunday when we can, we also have Tuesdays. But it was also beneficial of, even in Florida, because my pastor's down in Florida, while we were in the transition from Florida to Virginia, they were very supportive. He resonated with them, and
Good.
we kind of mirrored our search for another church home similar to the pastors that I had in Florida, because they were also giving us sound advice of don't rush into anything. Y'all both just came out of stuff. Take it slow, communicate with each other. When you know, just move at God's timing. Don't force it, rush it, and just be genuine, and it'll come. So
I'm going to stop you right here really quick, because this is why you have to be very, very careful of who you're listening to, because you know how they tell it. I mean, even the Bible says you're not supposed to be unequally yoked, right? But the thing is, even though he lost his way and you still had your way, God had to use you. See, God used him to calm your butt down.
and do.
And then he used you to reintroduce God to him. So here it is. If you would have said, okay, well, not, I mean, by any means, God is God. I love him. I'm sold out and all of that. But the thing about it is, if you meet a person that may have backslid, or, just took a break, or whatever it may be, or maybe don't even know God, if you love this person and you let if they see your light shining, it will make them say, okay, well, hold on, I may want some of that too. Not just in a boyfriend girlfriend relationship, or a husband and wife relationship. That's in any ship. If you have a girlfriend, your friend girl that's around you, your light shining. So the thing is, he calmed you down, and God used you to reintroduce you to him, which is a great thing. So now you have all of these pastors, these leadership that's around you, that's talking with you guys, but you know what you feel. This is your person. This is what both of you are saying. So here it is. Now God is inside of this. So Shannon says, let's see what Shannon says. Shannon says, for me and my husband, I joined the church. I joined the church together and got baptized together. Beautiful thing. Beautiful thing. So now you guys go to these meetings, which is, I'm telling you, like, I think in order for anything to work, you have to first add him into it. That's just the bottom line. But just to know that you have a tribe, to pour into you all. So now you guys are going to these meetings. How would you say that it's helping your marriage and helping you both to be good for one another, to be better? Now I ain't gonna say good, to be better for one another.
It's great. For me, it's literally where we have two pastors. Now we are at Relevant Church in Virginia Beach of Virginia, and they are sort of newlyweds as well. I believe they're 4 or 5 years married. And theirs is also their, no, because the church is 4. The church just turned 4 years old, so they're 4 or 5 years married. So okay. We're not going to argue about this. They can confirm later on when they see this. but they are sort of newlyweds as well, and this is their second marriage as well. So having them being able to speak life into us and help us understand, like we learned the marriage tune-ups from them, like the temperature checks. He even actually completed a marriage boot camp and finished husband's boot camp, and finished on the day that his divorce was final.
Well, there
So
you go. Really quick, because I don't want him to shut down. I could pick it up, Nakesa, too. I don't want him to shut down. So we hear what you said. So husband boot camp, I don't know what that is. So can you tell us a little bit about that?
So my church, um, my Pastor J, her pastor is Pastor G. You know, the women's side. She has.
It's J and G.
Yeah, they have their. I mean, obviously they're together. So,
Yeah.
but Pastor J, he held his first husband's boot camp, which was pretty much just we went into the Bible and we learned everything of what a husband is supposed to be, and biblically of what a husband is supposed to be, instead of, because you can have the title of a husband and not be a husband in the spiritual aspect of it. And so husband's boot camp was us learning the spiritual aspect of being a husband. And there was a lot of husbands in there who had been married for years, and they went through things and they just didn't really know how to come back from it. But husband's boot camp brought them to that level of, this is how you come back from it, on a spiritual aspect. Because a lot of people live in the worldly aspect of, okay, I put a ring on your finger, you're my wife. But I wanted to, I did husband's boot camp to want to understand on the spiritual side of being a husband. And I learned that, it opened my eyes. A lot of things that I did in my previous marriage, I was already walking down that path without, even though I took my break from God. I still believed in God and stuff. I just, wasn't, I wasn't praying. I wasn't going to church, and I wasn't reading the Bible. Yeah. I still believed that, I still believed in heaven and hell, but I learned that I was doing things on a spiritual level just with the wrong person. Because like you said, which we actually talked about that as well, a husband is supposed to love his wife as much as Christ loved the church.
Right. Mm-hmm.
And so if you're both not, like you said, equally yoked, then, you're up here fighting on a spiritual level and also trying to fight on the worldly level. When if both of you guys are in the spiritual level, then the worldly level, it can't affect you. And so husband's boot camp really opened my eyes and helped me understand, I need to share my emotions with her. I need to learn how to communicate better. Those were like the issues that I had just previously, because what I had with Nakesa, because of my previous relationship, I didn't communicate, because if I did, then things would just be shut down. And so then I just learned how to shut myself out of it and everything like that. So husband's boot camp brought me back to understanding I need to talk to her. I need to express my emotions, let her know how I feel, and I'm getting better at it.
That's good. So shouts out to your pastors for that, because I never heard of a husband's boot camp. So shouts out to your pastors for that. But I also want to share something with you too, Daniel. There's something in your life that you have to forgive. It's not just one person. I think it's two.
Yes.
I need you to do that ASAP. You're not forgiving them for them. You're doing it for you. Because as you begin to walk in that forgiveness and you forgive them wholeheartedly, God is going to do some great things in your life. You think you're seeing great things now, but once you give them back whatever it is that they did, He's going to open up so many doors for you. Hallelujah, Jesus. He's going to open up so many doors for you. You can't sit and dwell on what it was because that's your past. You used to live there. You have a whole new residence right now.
Yes,
You're
ma'am.
glowing. You have so much going on. Do not allow anyone, nobody, to make you miss out on your blessings. You understand? It's not saying that you have to ever go back to fully trusting them again. It's just saying that I'm releasing me. I forgive you. And what I want you both to start doing when you're speaking about your exes, say positive things. Because guess why? There was a reason why you both chose them.
Yes, ma'am.
You understand? So as you begin to do that, you'll see how your marriage will get better and better and better. And I ain't even thank you, Holy Ghost. This not y'all, this not me talking. This the Holy Spirit using me to speak to you both. But I'm telling you, you have to do it. You can no longer let it go. You have to do it. I'm telling you, you will see the doors of, I mean, it's just going to be, the floodgates are just going to open. You're allowing these people to make your to put, you know how they have, what do they call those things to shut off the water when it comes? You know how you, how they,
Floodgates?
what is it?
Oh,
Is
the
it floodgates?
dams.
Yeah, dams.
Yeah. Okay. So that's, that's like what you're doing. It's the water wants to flow. Just like I say, flow river flow. It wants to flow, but you're allowing that dam to stay there. And you could no longer do that because now you have a beautiful family. And let God give you what He wants you to have. Let Him give you what you want Him. I mean, what He wants you to have. So, Nakesa, I see that you're happy. I see, Daniel, that you're happy. I see that you both have some great things going on. And I pray that this has inspired somebody on today that love. I don't care. You could try the second time. You know, maybe the second time is the best time. I watched the show today. The lady said, I mean, yesterday, she said her husband had a couple of wives, and that's more than two. However, they've been married over 30 something years. You see? So do not allow one bad thing to stop you both. Like Shannon says, keep dating each other. Daniel, you keep communicating. Nakisa, you tone it down. Daniel, just call me. I get real hood on her. She knows.
Yes, ma'am.
But I know that, sometimes you just have to both, if you ever get to a point where it becomes too much, take a step back. Do not say anything that you can't take back, because guess what? I'd rather for somebody to hit me than hurt me with their words. Because we said on our prayer broadcast, you used to say sticks and stones may break my bones, but words do hurt.
False.
Definitely.
They hurt. That's a scar that it takes a long time to heal. Especially if it's coming from someone that you love. You talking to me like that, and you say you love? No. So just really take a step back. Do not try not to say anything that you will regret. Taste your words before you spit them out. So I'm happy for you both. If it was something that you both could leave with the guests on today, I'm going to give you both a chance to speak. If it was something that you could leave with the guests on today, maybe about marriage, maybe about dating, or maybe about anything that you've gone through, I just really want you to take this time and speak to our viewers on today.
For me, I would kind of just reiterate what I said close to the beginning of the broadcast of we may have a plan and think we are putting it together and that life is about to be from A to Z, but God has the plan. So be teachable, be reachable, be open, and you'll find your way to be graced through it. Because, yeah, I never saw this coming and I'm gracefully broken. The process was worth it. And I'm just happy because this it. I'm happy.
That's it. I think I can't remember what scripture it is, but God gave you beauty for your ashes.
Yes.
You both. Beauty for your ashes. I should have worn my shirt today because I made that shirt. Okay, Daniel.
Um, like I said before, or like we talked about, you have to love yourself before you can fully love someone else. So actually take the time to learn yourself again, because some people yeah, take yourself out on dates. I do sometimes. You just have to learn yourself again, because some people get so caught up in depending on things around them to define them, that you lose yourself, and so you don't know who you are, and you don't know your interests and stuff like that. So just learn to love yourself. Take yourself on dates.
Daniel, you listen. I love me, but that last part, Lakeisha, no, I love me. But the thing is, the thing is, I'm not that bold to take myself out. And then we were just, when I came back in town from visiting with my grandkids, we went to the restaurant. I saw this young lady, and she was sitting there, having her some nice lunch or whatever. And I even said to her, I said, you know what? I said, that is so awesome. She said, oh, I do this all the time. I'm, you know what? And this is the thing. That's when fear sets in. I was robbed at gunpoint twice, and I had some other things to happen too as well. So I'm not as comfortable with going out by myself. You know what I mean? And I have to get over that. But the one thing I can tell you, my studio is in my house. Daniel,
Mm.
I get decked out like I'm going on to somebody's job or, church, club, whatever it is. I get that. My mom say, Erica, you doing all? Yes, I am. But I just don't have that to go out by myself, take myself out. But I received that. I
I
definitely
would,
received that.
I would tell you this. Uh, I'm sorry for those situations that happen to you. I'm glad you're a survivor of it, and that you have your platform. But uh, you said something. That's when fear sets in, and fear is just the work of the devil,
That's right.
um, playing tricks on your mind.
Mhm.
And so uh, you sometimes you need a push. You just need to take that leap, and I had a very hard time of doing that for myself, of taking leaps. I would always get pushes, but I found a new career path that I'm stepping into,
Uh,
and I took the leap of leaving my job and what I'm used to, of you know and I'm taking that step to actually move into the into the career path that I want to move into. So it's the same with dating yourself. You have to take that leap, and if you're uncomfortable, because a lot of times situations like that happens at night, right? So you
mhm.
can't see and stuff like.
Well,
Now,
no,
I'm saying most of the times
yeah,
they happen at night,
not
but
in this day and age, Daniel.
yeah, not nowadays. I saw the law that was passed down in Florida. It's crazy.
Oh my God, and that's where I'm from. Did she tell you that?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
But I would say start by just like one day when you're out running errands, right?
Hmm.
Just you see a nice restaurant and you're like, I haven't tried there, and you're hungry. Just go get a booth, sit by yourself, and just enjoy your time. Like just take yourself to a nice lunch. That's what I say would be step number one, because that's everyone enjoys food.
Right.
So
Or like a spa day or something. Getting your nails done. That's dating
You know
yourself
what? Now
too.
that I do. See, I just went the other day.
Exactly.
I do that.
Taking the little steps.
Yeah, but the thing is, I'm glad that he's speaking to me, because let me tell you something. This has to be confirmation, because I had a young lady to tell me. She said the enemy wants you inside because you got so much inside of you. She said he don't want you on the outside, because I love, love, love pouring into people. Period. You understand? But she was telling me, she said, you have so much inside of you that the enemy, I don't leave the house that much there. Nakesa could tell you, I don't leave the house that much, you know? But the thing is, when she said that to me, I looked and I was like, you know what? Okay, because she had been inviting me out to her restaurant. I finally went, y'all. Now, see, I did do that. And that's what she was telling me. So now that you're saying this to me, I receive it. I definitely receive it. And if anybody that's under the sound of Daniel's voice that receive it as well, because there's nothing wrong with you taking yourself out, loving on yourself. Now, the one thing, like I told you, give me your credit card. Don't do
No,
it.
because we got a credit card. He ain't doing that. I'm enough by myself.
Your child is going to have to,
I'm a mini you. We okay.
Right. That's one thing. Look, that's one thing I will go do by myself.
I'm in a house full of women. So
You're in trouble.
yeah, so that's why I do the things I do to make sure everyone is taken care of.
That is so awesome. You know what? I'm so glad to sit here. Well, so honored to sit here with you both. This was truly, truly a surprise. I had no idea that you was coming on, but guess what? It had to happen. You know,
I had no idea either.
He got voluntold.
Like you said, it had to happen.
Okay. And we know that we're definitely going to have you back here again because you definitely have a story. And when you begin to tell that story, you're going to see a release. You know, you're going to feel it. You're going to feel a weight lifted as well. And like I said, if it's not, it had to happen, which I prefer, it would be. But just know that once you begin to release and testify, you're going to feel like, I'm telling you, so light. And the two people, you know who it is that you have to forgive, you know.
Yes.
And again, guys, I'm telling you, I'm so happy. I'm so proud for the both of you. I told Nakesa when she finally told me, I was like, look, I need to meet him and I need to feel his spirit. And you say, okay. But the one thing about it, and two things for sure, just stay before God. Keep folks out your business. If there's a problem that you both have, keep it inside your home unless you have to reach to the, like go and something like that. But just basically keep folks out your business and just start speaking positive things when it comes about your exes or anybody that hurt you, just start speaking positive things because right now you both got something so great going on. Nakesa's getting ready to embark in something as well. And I hate that she didn't remind me about the walk. Yeah, Daniel, I was supposed to be there this year.
I'm sorry. I was doing her job for her.
He really was. He was running around as bad as I was running around last year.
But it's okay. God's willing, I will definitely catch it next year. Definitely. But when you guys pass through, do y'all have to pass through Atlanta?
Mm-mm.
No, but we can make.
But we passed through Georgia. But
we can make a stop in Atlanta.
But y'all can make it happen.
I don't like the traffic, but I will make it happen so I can see you.
Me neither, Daniel. I don't like me either, but that's.
I have family. I have family in Waycross, so I'm used.
I don't know where that is.
It's in the sticks of Georgia. I have family in the sticks because I'm a country boy, so. I'm, all my family, we all country boys. Like I go hunting and fishing.
Oh, I don't know about the hunting. I don't even know about the fishing.
I was about to say.
Well, look, this is what I can tell you though. I don't know what you go hunting for, but in my backyard, you definitely can find you some Bambies. Deer is definitely.
Because you get to there's laws, when you get too close to other houses and shooting within city limits of things. So
I'll tell you what, since I love Bambi so much, we could just feed them.
Okay.
We could just feed them. We don't
want
with
you, I'll feed them.
I don't want you to eat Bambies. I want you to be nice to Bambies. I love them. No.
With you, I'll feed them. With my family, we do other things because deer meat is very good.
Don't tell me that. I'm not listening.
I knew this is where this was going.
I am not.
I'm a country boy. I don't.
Listen, I tell you what, a lot of them be laying on the road up here because they're careless. They just come out and dot out in front of cars. And I say, oh my God, one day, oh my God, I promise you, I can't remember where I was going. I saw it kick. It was dying. It was just kicking its leg.
Oh.
Oh, I literally stopped in the middle of traffic. And I couldn't believe it. I had my hands on my head and everything, took my hands off the steering wheel. And I just was like so hurt. He was just kicking. You could see going slow and slower. And he finally passed away. Big one too. So whoever hit him, I'm sure their car was messed up. So you probably don't even have to kill him up here. You just go ride around in the street and probably get some. But we'll feed them. We'll feed them in my backyard, Daniel. How about that?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. I want you guys both to have the most amazing remainder of your day. Keep.
I will be back. I will come back to H2H and explain my story.
Absolutely.
And I want to add for myself, because this has been pretty much about our love, but in regards to me, for Filicide Awareness Week, it's in Florida. That will be the week of April 9th through the 15th, and it's recognized in Florida. And for the first time ever, it's recognized by the state of Virginia. So I'm very excited. So 4 years running in Florida, and for the first time ever recognized in my new home state of Virginia, as well as I believe it's in Texas, and it's one specific part of Georgia this year.
Well, what I want you to do, I want you to come back before. Wait, you're having something in Jacksonville?
I'm not finished planning it yet, but so far it's just like a little vigil thing, because the week after is Victims' Rights Week.
Okay, so when you're going to Jacksonville?
We weren't coming down.
We won't be there.
Yeah.
Okay, because I was going to say, because every time I'm going, my grandbaby is being christened, so I'll be out of town from the. Yes, yeah. He's 9 months old. Oh my God, I can't wait to see how he's going to act, because he don't even play when it comes to. You have to really hold him because he's very, very busy. I'm gonna show you guys. He's so handsome, and he's like a really busy baby.
Oh.
That's an earlier picture. That's not a 9 months picture.
No, that's Carter. I can't pull it up right now, but he's juicier. He's very, very active, so I can't wait to see how that goes. But just to know that he's been christened and I'm able to be there, God's willing, it's just a beautiful sight to see for me as a Bella. I'm not a grandma, so tell my girls to call me Bella. Do not call me Grandma. Do not call me Grandma. Do not call me Gigi. Bella.
Okay.
You see on my neck, I have a B. Bella.
Yes, ma'am.
So, okay, guys.
My mom doesn't like to be called grandma either. She goes by Glamma.
Oh, okay. Yeah. No, don't call me Bella. But I love it. It's a feeling that you cannot explain. I'm telling you both. Just wait till that. You guys got a long way to go. Just wait till that day comes. It's a beautiful. You think being a parent is a beautiful thing. When you become a Bella, or when they become a grandparent, it's just a beautiful thing, I'm telling you. But again, guys, thank you so much for coming on tonight. I look forward to you. Nakesa know exactly how to go and book. Nakesa, you need to book for, and we need to start promoting for that weekend, start talking about it, because Daniel, when Nakesa told me about Filicide, I didn't have a clue. I never heard of it before.
I never knew a name of it. I've heard about like the cases. I've heard. I mean, everyone knows Marvin Gaye, and
I never even heard of cases.
Oh
no, well, I never even heard of cases. And I'm gonna tell you really quick. When someone referred her over to me, I was like, my God, how do I deal with that? I don't know how to do, I have the nonprofit, which is back there, 88 Blessings. And I was like, how do I deal with that? But I tell you, let me tell you, when she got out of court, she came straight to me. Had been on my hip ever since, Daniel.
The day I got justice for Amari,
Yeah.
they officially met her.
Yeah.
Oh, one more thing with me. So, I did the 2 books before, but there will be my memoir, Naked and Bare, NB, which is my maiden name, Nakesa Barnhill. It will be my last publication under my maiden name. And that will be released on my 27th birthday, July 8th of 2023.
Congratulations. See, I told you, I knew you was getting ready to embark on something else. I knew it. She always has something going on. She always has her hands.
Expect 2 other projects from here to 2024.
Oh, okay. I knew it. I'm telling you.
Listen, I don't know how she's gonna do them other 2, because watching her write this book, she be getting so mad with herself.
They're easy.
Just take your time. Take your time, daughter. It's coming. It's coming.
I give her she has nothing but time. I tell her, don't rush anything.
Right.
Right. Let's just
focus. She's a great writer. She's a great writer. I remember one time I had to go do a speaking, and she wrote what is called, Nakesa? I can't get the word out.
Your speech.
Yeah, she wrote my speech for me, and I just was like, see, me, I could tell my story, but writing it, and I even wrote a book, but I used a ghostwriter. I wish I would have used her, but to God be the glory. It had to happen, and it all was necessary. Yeah. All right, guys, go ahead and tell Ella Bella, I love her. I love you both. Continue to go in power, continue to stay before the Lord, and continue to love on each other. Even when you both are unlovable, still love on each other. Okay? Okay.
Yes. Yes.
All right. God bless each and every one of you. Thank you all for tuning in here with us at It Had to Happen. Let's see. Team Cancer. Shannon is a Cancer. Hers is the 6. Oh my God. She's our superstar, Daniel. She's here with us all the time. I know she's tired right now. We even went 26 minutes over. We holding her. And Shannon, I really appreciate you.
Thank you for staying on.
I'm sorry.
Thank you so much, Shannon, for tuning in here with us. And to all of you viewers, thank you so much, because we cannot do this without each and every one of you. And if you would like to book with your girl, you could go to my website at www.ericawilsonih2h.com. Again, www.ericawilsonih2h.com. I'd love to have you. Also, do not forget to subscribe, guys, and hit that notification button. But the one thing that I want all of you, buddy, Shannon husband say congratulations. The one thing I want you all to do is share this broadcast. This love needs to be seen and heard. I'm going to go back and watch the broadcast, rewatch it while I'm having my dinner, because I'm telling you, this is amazing. I see the way you both keep looking at each other, how Nakesa is just, oh gosh, she's just bubbling right now. But I'm so happy for you guys. So let's go ahead and send them out with some virtual hugs, since that's what we do here, since I can't hug on you guys, and some virtual love, because guys, we love you here. And It Had to Happen, and we cannot do this without each and every one of you. So God bless each and every one of you. Until next time. Bye-bye. Bye, the Sinus. See you guys later.
Thank you.
Erica's Empowering Empire. 88 Blessings Soar Movement. It had to happen in a beauty so rare. We'd love for you to join us by subscribing to our YouTube channel, It Had to Happen with Erica Wilson. Following our social media.